line, you had to go back and kind of fish it out and splice it in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely something that we're known for doing here. Is when we're actually spooling, I actually keep my fingers on the line itself, and I'm looking for imperfections because I know as a fisherman myself, when I am fishing with the line and I don't know there's any defects in it, then that's a weak point that I don't know about. So I want to make sure that I can get that set up and taken care of for my customers since we're actually getting this set up. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this one. That is pretty. Yeah, I wanted to get some of these.
I couldn't resist it when I found it.
But I wanted them in the Raptor series, and then when I finally was going to get one, they didn't have them, it's been a hard one to do. But I love these colors: the green camo, the blue camo. Yeah, we got a thin blue line right there on the counter, that little SX box.
Okay.
But it's a left-handed.
So that would be more rare. Hey, look at those great big reels. That's bigger than the Ryan's, isn't it? Do any one of those?
No, but I wanted blue, but he didn't get blue.
He doesn't do blue, honey. Let's go look at this. We'll do a quick walk through.
All right. Let's see. What's up, guys? Good morning. This is Team Hard Life Capt.Eric, and I'm here trying to get this set up. And I went live because I haven't been doing a lot of spooling videos, but haven't really. Come on, open up. Look, it's not even letting me get into it. Wow, that's weird. Go to the channel and open it up. That was weird. It didn't let me get into it. So, what's up, Ray, Robert? How you doing? Zach. And make sure I'm in the. Oh. Let's see. Make sure that I have the live chat on. Nope. And I don't know. Okay, so I'm watching it. But yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to put some 65s as the backing. And yep. Oh, she's good, boss. Well, pretty much all of us have kids, so we know what it's like.
Oh, I know. You're trying to go live, so you can try not to.
No worries, no worries.
She, unfortunately, is used to everybody kind of giving her away everywhere she goes because she's so cute. So she doesn't always. I don't know if that's your way of saying that.
Yeah, I understand. Getting her way. Let's see. No worries. We're gonna do the first 50 yards of the green, and then we'll switch it off to the 65 in pink right there. And total in 65 will be 300 yards, and then we'll put the last 100 yards with the orange to get you that on top. Oh yeah.
So I'm assuming this will fix just from what you're saying earlier. The problem with like we fish Padre a lot, like Padre on the seashore, and we've noticed we've had some problems with the line. Kind of assumed it's like maybe running on sandbars or something where it's getting down there, but is that the problem running into, or is it?
No, actually, I've actually got video where I intentionally casted an underwater camera with my leaders and the weights, just testing out the different styles of weights and stuff, and leaving it there in the wash, like on the sandbar, for hours at a time. And so the proof behind it is I never lost those cameras. I was able to pull them in after they've been sitting on the sandbar in rough conditions, and was still able to bring all my stuff in. So So, and actually, another testament is all the rails above you. Those are all my gear, all with hollow core, and that's what I fish in the surf, on the piers, in the bay. Like, yeah. So. Now, granted, it's not 100%. They don't, but no, it's not. But I do want to make that like clear because a lot of people they hear how good it is, but again, too, it's not 100. You'll still get cutoffs and stuff like that, but a lot of it is more of uh, swim throughs by animal life rather than it just sitting on the bottom against the sandbar. The sandbar's not going to cut it.
About that is like, she had one last year. Like I guess in September. It's probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. We were out fishing and we had a pump rig out there, and something took off with it, pulled my rod out of the holder.
Oh wow!
And I couldn't get to it, and she got down there and just like jumped and like flipped on top of it and slipped dead weight on it. And the minute we picked it up, like first spool around the line just snapped.
Oh wow!
Whoever was on there was at. So you saved my run, real. I really do appreciate that. That was a big girl thing to do.
That's awesome. Good job. Right.
She also tried to cut a shark, so I can't really give her 100% credit there because she's still learning. But
Yeah.
she's trying.
Well, that is definitely better than being afraid of everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say we got stung by a jellyfish. We got right back in the water after.
Mm-hmm. That is awesome. Yeah, let's see. All right. So we're going to do the first 50 yards of this. And just remember, um, every first cast of the fishing trip, you don't have to keep doing it after you get out there and are fishing, because you got to remember, once the line's already in the water, when you pull in, it's already wet.
Okay.
So what I normally do is I'll wet the outside, I'll throw out, and then I try to wet some more of the inside of that next one, and then I throw out a little further and stuff like that.
Okay.
So now the other night I did get, kind of greedy and antsy because I wanted to hurry up and get into water, and I threw out and I burned off my line. It's like I didn't have it. I keep forgetting that I'm right there by the water hose on the pier, and I could wet my gear as soon as I walk up, and I keep forgetting to do it.
Spinning reels too? Or?
No, only with bait casting. Yeah. So.
I was gonna say that might explain some things.
Yep. Now bait casting is because it spins off like this. It doesn't actually touch itself. Where this one is rotating this way, and yeah, it builds up friction in there. So the water helps ensure that doesn't happen.
Actually, that explains some Uncle Line's problems with it, sweetie.
Also, too, if you do backlash, have you seen where I show where the line looks white and stuff like that?
Yes, sir.
Make sure to check for that, because a lot of times people will backlash and they don't realize that happened, and then they take off the top end, but they don't look further into the spool and see where those frays are, and then when they go, they cast out and set the hook on the next fish, they hit one of those frays and break it off. So.
Okay.
Why do you have so much trophies?
Because I won them.
Because he's a good fisherman.
I went to a lot of tournaments and caught a lot of good fish. Yeah.
You gonna watch some of his videos when we get home? You can see some of his big sharks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we can do that.
He has a silver one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a cool shark, isn't it?
There's supposed to be a fin up there too. There's another shark turn trophy right there. No, I've got another one that's a big old fin. It's probably in one of the cases or something like that.
Hey, you think you can win some trophies like that someday?
Yes,
I think maybe you can.
I think you can too. Yep. If you dove on a fishing rod like that, I'm pretty sure you got it. You got it, yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
How about the couch can use it, like,
So with,
they're at your office, all the way from the kitchen, all the way from the couch.
so with this, would you still run a leader like mono or?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you still fish with it like regular monofilament and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Just asking.
Yeah. No, please do. Please do. And then here's the other thing you're going to have to remember. It doesn't have a worm guide on it, so you're going to have to guide the line back and forth. But you'll see how fast the handle turns compared to how fast I'm moving the line back and forth. That just gives you a heads up on your cranking and reeling or thumb control. You don't want to see X patterns. If you start seeing X patterns, it means you're going too fast left to right, and that's going to expand your spool. It's like stacking PVCs. Stack them nice and neat in there, so that way you get more line capacity, and it doesn't blow up your spool or expand your spool line. Good morning, guys. What's up? Yeah. Well, Tommy, if you are supplying the braid, we just charge $25. If we are supplying the braid, we charge by the yard. So it'll be 18 cents per yard for the 80 pound. And that if it's hollow core, that include, or even braid, solid braid, that does include the knot to the spool. And if you have a top shot, we also do a secondary knot up there. Hollow core, we splice towards the spool. And then the top end, we will do a loop end for you, so that way you don't have a single strand going to your leader. Right here, the way he's doing it right here, we're putting 65, and we did that 50 yards of inner core, and then we're doing this middle core, so that way he's got a marker for his line capacity. 1, 2, it will help him know when he's in his top shot or he's in his backing. That's why we put that green there. So if he's getting spooled down by a big fish, he knows he has at least 50 yards of line left on the spool. And now we're going to go to 100 pound on top, and this will get him 400 yards of line. 300 is 65 and 100 of 100. Okay. And let's see. There we go. Let's see. Hey, Daniel Garcia. Just wanted to let you know, man, I tried them tamales last night. Bro, where did you get those from? They were good. They were real good. I think I only ate like 6 of them, though. I was like, man, they were big, big. Those were, yeah. Please share where you got those from. Those were really, really good. Definitely going to have some more for lunch today, so. All right, here we go. Let's see. I don't like that knocking. Okay, what was that again?
Yeah, when you were spooling up, I was watching last night that, like, you said that the whole right side was like moving independently of the spool. I don't know if you ever figured out what was causing that, or.
I don't remember which reel that was.
Your video is something like the most terrifying reel ever spooled or something like that. I don't know.
Was that the one where I was spooling, like the whole thing was shifting like that? Is the framework that they have on there, it only had like three pins or 4 pins holding it. So the amount of pressure that I needed to spool it and keep pressure on it was moving it like that. Yeah, I wasn't too copacetic with it, but there was other guys that came on the channel said that they use them and land big sharks all the time. But I don't know. It definitely wasn't for me right there. So, and all right. Well, actually, I'm at 385, and I don't want to go any higher because if I try to force that 400 on there, um, it'll cause backlashes, so it'll actually work against you. And since this is actually your first conventional reel like this too, by keeping it backed off like that will ensure that if you over or cross stack it, it won't cause the backlashes as well. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Stay in corner there.
Man, that for $18, bro, so those are definitely worth it. What was that?
Oh,
No.
she got.
Oh, okay. And, that's a pretty turtle. That is a real cool turtle.
Sorry, she's very excited.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, we're still trying to get information about that turtle deal out there, but now it's all kind of hush hush right now.
Really?
Yeah, they're not telling the people a lot of what's going on, and they're hoping that continues to go that way, so that way they can fly under the radar, and do whatever they want to do with the program, which they've been doing everything in their power to kill it. So, yeah.
I did pink and green and orange.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, that reel is beautiful. Beautiful. That is a beautiful reel, man. Oh, here's your buttons too.
Looks good to me.
Yes, sir.
I like that. Hey, what do you think?
And then too, once you start, like if you break off a few times and you have that secondary line exposed, come back. That way we can splice in and maintain your top shot. You always want to keep that backing as backing. You don't want to be using it up because then you start losing the yardage that we put on there and stuff like that.
Yes, sir. Hey, come here. You want to reiterate?
Oh, let's see.
Also build rods in here.
Yes, we have them built. I don't do them personally, but we have third-party companies that work for us, builders, and we can get them built up. Yes.
Short rod, I have no idea what I'm looking at, so that's the only reason I asked.
You have a short rod, like a blank?
No, like I'd like to have one built this year. I just don't know where to start.
Okay, what kind of rod are you trying to build, and what are you trying to build it for?
So I want to do land-based shark fishing. My friend that has been doing it, his looks like it's maybe a 8 to 10 foot rod somewhere in there with an 80 wide reel.
Mm-hmm.
So something in that nature. He was telling me I wanted a roller on the tip, and that's about the only other thing that I know.
Okay, so you're gonna get like an 80 wide is what you're planning on doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have a totally different way of thinking on the shark fishing, and it's, the reason being is because I've been doing it for 26 years kind of deal, and actually heavy shark fishing with the big gear since like 2002 2003 time frame. And me personally, I don't like the real long rods, anything over 7.5 foot. Think of a seesaw. It's given that the fish leverage over you. And then it said, well, it's super stiff. Well, again, too, it's still giving that fish leverage over you. Whereas I've pulled in a 13-2 Tiger from 1,800 yards out to the beach in 35 minutes. And for me, it's more now how quickly I can pull that fish in so it can release safely. I see these guys with long rods, and 9 times out of 10, all these guys that have those long rods, they have them in the rod holder, not really harnessed up to them. And if there are harnessed up to them, you have a secondary guy on the other side holding up the rod like that. Me personally, you touch my rod when I'm fishing, we're gonna have some words. You know what I mean? Me personally, I like 7.5 foot, and all my gear is actually up on the wall over there. You can see the rollers, and I do full rollers all the way across because when we take out our baits, I have discovered from kayaking myself that if you have regular guides, it feels like somebody's thumbing the spool on you. And it would be real annoying when you're trying to battle through the surf and they're like, man, give me some line so I can move. and it wasn't going anywhere. And well, we found out that if you point that rod straight to the guy, you don't feel that much pressure. And it's amazing how little bit like that can slow you down when you're trying to kayak. So for us, we learned when you do the full rollers, you can actually do 2 rods in the rail, you know, just barely palming them, and you don't have to hold them to angle them down. It makes your job a lot easier. But then also too, when you go to fighting the fish, I personally, all rollers. You can see all my gears, all nothing but rollers, head to tip, and we can get you set up. It would be 7.5 foot. It would be the length of the rod. We also do it with a unibut on there, so that way you can attach it and store it in your back seat, just in case you want to walk into a store. You're not leaving it in the bed of the truck because it's too long. That's the other thing too. 10-foot rods don't fit in the cab of the truck.
Oh no, I learned that real quick.
So we do the unibuts, and actually I can show you some of the stuff I have over here. Give me a second.
You're fine.
And yeah, if she wants to start drinking, that's fine. I'll get you set up here in a minute. All right. All right. So, like right here, these are older rods, obviously. But there you go. You got the unibut on there and stuff like that. I do this too, so that way, if I am reeling in and I don't need to pull it out, like if I'm pulling in my gear and stuff like that when I don't catch anything, I'm not worried about it messing up the rod. A lot of these rods that they put out are hollow rods, and if you sit there and you eat at it and don't pay attention, you're going to break the bottom off and you can lose everything. Well, going solid metal, there's no way I'm going to ever eat through that, stuff like this. I've had this one probably about 20 years in the collection, and yeah. So now the ones we'll build for you will be the solid glass rods right here. And I've actually, this is one of them that I built back in.
Got some heft to it.
2000. What was it? 2010, 2011. It was 2010, 2011, and I actually set the world record with it with the Tiger Shark from Bob Hall Pier with a catch and release of 12'6".
Oh wow.
I still have it to this day, but it was also true when I was doing a collaboration with Breakaway Tackle. What'd she say?
She said, "Look what I did."
Okay. That's a cool bracelet. I like that too. That is nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Papa.
And what we learned too with these rollers is that we actually have to bring it further back. This was the first collaboration I did with Breakaway Tackle. So we called it the Z1 because I was using my last name, Santa Feature, and it was my first shark rod that I actually put some thought into making. So I liked everything about it except the placement of this guy, but it broke a world record, so I know it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've had it there, and I still use it. It's just we've done upgrades since then, and so now our gear is ready to rock and roll. You can throw an 80 T-Rex on it, a 130 T-Rex on it, and it'll hold it. So if you're just getting into it, an 80 will do it. My world record came off of regular 82 speed, and then I did my 13.2 off of 82 Rex. What was that, Mama?
Are you making a video?
Yeah, I'm actually live on the channel. You want to say hi? Is it okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
You want to say hi to everybody?
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
And you can actually see right here. It takes about 10 seconds for them to actually see what we're doing, and then they'll actually start commenting there at the bottom and stuff like that. So there you go. They said hello.
It's a future shark fisherman right here.
Right.
Oh, okay, I got you here.
Yeah.
I'll turn it this way. It's hard to hold that way.
The other thing is too, you get to choose. You get 3 colors to pick on your rod, so we can do that. We're actually going to build one up. The customer brought us the stickers and his name, so we can actually put that into there as well. We try not to build identical fishing rods unless they're requested. You know, and the reason we do that is so that way, even though they're the same colors, you'll be able to tell instantly, that one's mine, that one's not mine, because the same reels are all the same. Unless you go up and look at the serial number or the line that is put on top, it's different color and stuff like that. So we try to make it more personal toward you and stuff like that too. So, Yeah.
Oh, that's his sticker.
Let's see. What's up? What's up? So let me get them sorted. And give me a second. What did I do? Now I figured up the price. So it'll be 65 for the reel.
Okay. Okay.
It's the reel and the drink, right?
Yes, sir.
It'll be 76.32.
One last question I've got for you. This is probably, I don't know, sandbar hooks. Like, hey, what's going on? Like he uses sandbar hooks with his, but they're kind of hard to find. Is there something else you recommend, or is there a reason that everybody uses those?
I would have to say just because they were readily available. Actually, I sell the hooks with the drop sections already set up. I also sell the leaders. We use long line clips on our gear for safety reasons because let me show you that as well real quick. We actually have a leader that's actually built with safety in mind. When we first started doing all of our tackle, we had to put a lot of thought into it as to how can we fish with safety in mind for one, the sharker, and then two, the fisherman. So
Okay.
we use long line clips. So these long line clips actually, and the third reason why is because we were using shackles when we first started because that's the way we were taught. But every time you pulled out the shackle like that and somebody bumped you or you dropped it, it fell into the sand and you would lose it. Or you dropped it on the pier and it went through the hole and it was gone. And they don't sell the shackle stem by itself. So I was like, man, I got to find a way to do this. And then I actually learned that the long line clip is a great way to fish with multiple hooks and attach very quickly.
Holy cow, that's
So
awesome.
these are rated for 1,200
Hey.
pounds.
Check this out.
So then when you catch a shark, you can actually detach the leader and with the hook by itself without having to deal with the whole leader. You know, that normally happens. You're trying to get the hook out, battling. Yeah. Now that's a very good
That's
point.
a very good point.
So the reason we also like this is if you're kayaking and you flip and you take a hook and you get actually hooked, all you have to do is find this, disconnect it, drop everything.
Okay.
Because now it's about you getting back to shore rather than having to fight the whole leader.
Okay.
So the leader is already attached to your line. Remember that. A lot of guy goes, well, what about the leader? What about the weight? It's still there, you know. So yeah, no, we have sandbar, we have catch-all hooks
Okay.
that we mainly use and stuff like that. So, yeah.
I may actually pick up one of those too while I'm here.
The drops or the leader?
Yes.
Both. So, and just kind of a heads up, you can see these are all the tournaments that we have won using our gear, either personally or our teammates have won us too. Yeah.
The chill kid. Since 2 a.m., but hey.
Let me through a week.
Well, my mom had to go to the airport to get to Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, bring it here. Here, want a drink? I already paid for your drink, so that's that.
We built all of our leaders in house. This is actual, all the leaders all the way around are built by us. We actually supply the tack shop. But again, too, we are human. And right now I just discovered one of my leaders.
Are you the only one that does this now?
I need crimp.
Oh,
Crimped. It's there, but it didn't get crimped. So I checked through everything right now that I'm here at the wall just to make sure that that's the only one. But I'm gonna go and build in a lot of these as well. I mean, it's kind of the off season, And only the reason that I say off is because half the fishermen are hunters as well.
Yeah,
And
no, I
because
understand that.
now they're all hunting right now instead of doing that.
Blue or pink or black? You still want blue? Okay, well, you're blue.
Light blue or dark blue?
Dr. Blue.
That. Well, actually, you're beach fishing, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then it's gonna have to be the light blue. Unless y'all give me a few minutes and I can make up the leader real quick for y'all and make it a darker blue like that.
Can you give him a couple minutes? Or okay. You can hang out for a couple minutes. We'll hang out with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll work.
I'm gonna put this folder.
Okay, yes. No, her mom went to Arkansas for a wedding this morning, left the house by 2 a.m., so she's been out since 2 a.m. because I sleep after that. So.
Wow. Yeah, they only take about 15 minutes to rejuvenate that whole battery. It's amazing. we done forgot how that is.
So someday, a long, long time from now, maybe I'll be able to do that. I doubt it. Probably
Right.
worse and worse as I get older. But
Right. Excuse me, Mom.
yeah, sweetie.
So we got, you want it dark blue, right?
Yes. You want a dark blue? Is that right? Okay.
Candy bar.
Hey, come here.
Did you say cannonball?
Yeah.
That's right.
I want to have your energy someday, kid.
Oh, you and me both, boss. You and me both. Right now we have to substitute drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Good candy bar.
So, the formula for our leaders is another thing too. The total length of the leader is 30 foot, but I do 27 foot in the monofilament. And the reason we do 27 foot is because we had also learned when I set the world record that it cuts you off and you go to an all tackle world record if it goes over 40 foot. So I go 30 on the by chance that the mono stretches that far. And then when I measure it, then you kind of cut yourself out of a world record for a line class. So actually,
Based on you. Based on you. Hey, real quickly, making that.
line cutter, 400-pound test.
That's slick.
That was took a little pushing through to get through, but that's also 400-pound test. Got that. This. Ooh, morning. The same thing, depending on the temperature. Do I have any trash rods that I don't want anymore? Actually, we have a bunch of rods that I'm getting ready to start refurbishing to start offering some used gear kind of deal. Let's see, but I need some swivels.
Look, he's over here right now. Well, you get up one too.
All right. Yeah, no doubt on that. Lockup drag. I automatically input it in there on the by chance that it does happen. Give somebody the opportunity to do that because for me, I actually would have had the 100-pound line class world record still if they hadn't disqualified my catch from that because um, my monofilament top shot was 200 feet long plus 200-pound test, which means I still fought that shark for an hour, a little more than an hour before I actually even saw the monofilament top shot hit the reel. But because it was more than 30 feet, they disqualified my catch from the 100-pound line class and did that. Now, originally when I was fishing, I wasn't too concerned about anything of that. That's why I didn't worry about it. And I was just, because I was using solid braid on my reel and I needed the abrasion resistance. And that was the only mono that was available at that time on the pier because I had just gotten cut off. So I needed a mono top shot and I wanted to get back into the water. So that's why I went with that. But I'm just kind of doing this to make sure that whoever uses the gear next, if they do hit a record, that they'll actually be able to claim it the way it should be. So, uh, oh. I'll tell you what though, them being that active like that does keep you active as well, boss. All right, leader is done.
Yep.
So there you go, guys. 30-foot shark leader right there. Only because we already had the coda cable section with the long line clip ready to rock and roll. We were gonna go into making a whole bunch of them, but we just hadn't gotten to it because I was building other leaders. So give me a second.
Like that stuff. Oh. Okay. I won't let you do this. Relax.
You're at 54 and 97 cents.
Okay. And you got the stickers too, right?
Actually, that one's free. Those two I had covered.
No, dude, I'm fine either way.
What I'll do is I'll leave it on here so that way.
Okay. Hey, don't go back there. Come on. You said steps or further.
You already have shark bait?
Not at the moment. I'm not going this weekend. It's going to be probably next weekend or the one after. Well, that's already sneaky. Yell at me. Here.
You like back or you?
Yeah, if you could. I think our last question, like your rod's building, what's the lead time? How long does it normally take?
Okay, so
Normally,
right now, the faster you can get your rod into there, the quicker it can come out. But right now, we're still looking about 6 to 8 weeks out.
okay. So not as long as I would have thought.
Yeah, well,
I would have thought
only
3 to 6
because
months or
we're
something,
picking up more rod builders to help us
Okay.
alleviate the weight of there. But right now, at minimum 6 weeks.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your help today. Thank
Yes,
you very
sir.
much, sir. We
Oh,
enjoyed the visit. We'll be back in.
Roger that. And again, too, if you can't make it in, you can always call the shop, or you can ask questions on the videos.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter which video you ask questions on, because I get in an area on notifications where I can actually go to all the unanswered questions. So we can get to it, and or people on the channel will help out as well too. So,
That helps, because I had a hard time finding like a website or anything when I was trying to find your shop's website. So that I'm gonna get a hold of you. That helps out.
Yeah, the website has been a thorn in my side trying to get it up and running, but also too, we get it up and running, then all the changes that had to be done, I was like, we just got it all set up, and I'm not very computer literate, so it's an extreme.
You brought up the bait. You carry like stingray and all that.
I got Counos right. That's what that big freezer is right there.
Remember that next time we head down here,
Mhm.
because usually we stop the one that's like halfway across the causeway normally.
Causeway, there's 2 piers, Causeway and Red Dot. Yeah, Causeway normally has a lot of shark bait.
Yeah, they're honestly the only one I've ever been in up to today. So, but
Right.
yeah, I'll remember next time.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you,
Y'all have a good one. Nice meeting you.
Have a good day.
She's ready to go.
Thank you.
Later, boss. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, I had to turn it off. Oh, let there be light. Let's see. Good morning. Here's kind of a hard thing to find. AISI 316 coded. Oh yeah, yeah. When you start building leaders like that and stuff like that, I normally shoot just not even the leaders. When you start putting surf weights out there, that's the other thing too. I mean, especially if you're fishing from the surf, man, the surf weights are crazy. My buddy or Robert went the other night with me fishing, and I asked him to hold the bag so I could hold the fish and the guns at the same time, or not guns, the rods, the fish and the rods at the same time. As we're leaving, he goes, "Dude, what do you got in there?" I said, "My weights." Like, but at the time too, I also had it really loaded up for when I had a bunch of the veterans that were out there fishing with us at that time. So yeah, so oh, okay, Tommy Guns. If you're asking, I'm assuming the JBXs are jawbone rods. They keep saying that the jawbone is a replacement for the Harrington, and it's not. It's all newer age materials and stuff like that. So it doesn't have the same recoil as a Harrington, from what I've seen and played with. But again, too, I'm not allowed into Roy's. Years and years ago, they told me that I'm not allowed into the store anymore. They wouldn't give me a reason why or anything. They just told me to leave and never come back. So I left and never went back. So I don't know what they have for updates on their rods and stuff like that. Customers have brought them in. I've put my hands on them a few times, and it's not enough for me to honestly say, yes, it's the next Harrington, or it's this, it's that. I can't do that because, again, too, I don't have enough experience with them. And then a lot of the guys that are talking, oh yeah, but they've only been fishing with Harringtons for a year. I'm sorry, that's not enough time under your belt to compare a legendary rod to a new rod. You know what I mean? And yes, the stores can tell you whatever they want to tell you, but at the end of the day, you know and I know when you purchase a product, it's what it actually does while it's in your hands. So that's a big reason why I cannot like sit there and say yes, or I cannot confirm nor deny. The only real handling I did was about 15 years ago, um, when they first came out, and we were trying to find rod blanks and stuff like that, and weren't willing to drive way up to FTU to buy rods up there and stuff like that, and then drive back. It's not like it is now. Like now, I'll make the trip because I know what kind of product I'm getting into, and what is available, and also too the pricing, discounts, and stuff like that. With over there, I'm actually set up as a dealer as well, so I can actually buy the product at a great price and turn around and sell it to my customers at a great price. Um, but also too, I was able to actually talk with the owners and actually learn how they were actually developed and stuff like that. And they had enough proof right there in front of me to back up all their claims and stuff like that too. So yes, it is very. Um, I got to I got a lot of behind the scenes by doing that and stuff like that. So uh, just I guess I could bring leaders. It's number one, if I back heavier, but I might bring it. Well, yeah, shipping gear over there would be one way to do it, but I don't know what the shipping costs would be and if it would be any different. But also too, uh, fishing in those areas, a lot of the guys build for those areas and stuff like that, but may not have the same um, expectancy that you might want out of a leader and stuff like that. Again, too, you got to remember, you're, if I was going to Brazil, I've never been there, so I'm going to be 100% depending on their knowledge of what works down there, what doesn't work down there. But again, too, I want to test my gear down there. I want to see if it's capable of doing the fishing over there because, yes, fishing is fishing. But again, too, fish may feed a totally separate way than they do here and stuff like that. So you just don't know. But again, too, you won't know until you try it for sure. So, excuse me. Um, that is a pretty interesting statement right there to talk about the newer rods compared to the older rods and stuff like that. Uh, uh, a lot of the newer rods are built more for casting and recoil. So a lot of them do, they cast, but instead of, having the parabolic effect, they line up and straighten out really quickly. That was one of the things that I do know about the jawbones that was told to me by, um, you know, uh, I believe it was Rocky when we were talking out there at the uh, distance casting event when they actually showed up one time when I was actually out there and they were talking about it to other people there that they were built for distance casting. So again, too, that tells you that their recoil is totally different from a Harrington. It's a newer product, newer knowledge, newer, it could be the improvement of what a Harrington is and stuff like that. So that means it's not the same thing. Um, but again, too, I'm dealing with the FTU, this steadfast blanks, and also to the rain shadows from Batson Enterprises and stuff like that too. So we've already built multiple 10-foot rods with the rain shadows. Uh, we've probably already built like 40 of the shark rods with the Batson blanks and stuff like that. So they are rods that we trust with our catches and stuff like that. So if we trust them, then we know we feel very confident in selling that kind of product to our customers. Um, let's see, get on YouTube over here so I can see all the comments. Also today, guys, remember, if you're in Corpus, today is the last day to vote for the mayor, District 1 and District 4, I think it is, the island or something like that. So be sure and get out there and vote. I voted for Michael Hunter and also too for I forgot the other guy's name. Hold on, let me see. I drank half a cup of coffee, but I haven't gone to make me more. Let's see. Let's see. I think it was Billy Lerma. Billy Lerma, I think it was the name. Let's see. It's carbon graphite. Yeah, it definitely is. Let's see. Oh man. Uh, okay, so I'm gonna have to work up a quote for Shannon, who's gonna come pick up his reels. Actually, we have his paperwork there, and the reels have already been back for a while. So I'm looking to build a 10-foot heavy rod that can cast 8 and bait with no issues. What would be a good blank to use? The Rain Shadows. They have a 6 to 12 ounce 10-foot casting rod. They also have FTU has a medium heavy rod, a heavy rod. Steadfast also has a medium heavy, a heavy, and an extra heavy. Those are all cast 8 and bait, no worries. So, yep, yep. And actually, right now we do have a rod in house that is a FTU medium heavy rod, and it'll do 8 and bait all day long, no worries. How long am I going to be here? Pretty much all days. Jeff's not coming in. He isn't feeling too well, or his leg's giving him some problems. So um, we'll see how that goes. Rod Geeks has a blank for they are 80 for the blank itself. Well, what kind of blank is it? Like, is it made for distance casting, or is it a catfishing rod? Because catfishing rods, they're good rods. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're not fishable. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is they don't have the capability to do a long cast if you are here in the surf trying to get over that second or third bar and stuff like that too. So, yep, yep, that's true. Let's see. Trying to get on here. Let's see. What's the price difference between Rain Shadow and the FTU? I I think they're the same price, if I'm not mistaken. I've got to actually double check on that, but yeah, no, I think they're the same price. If not, it's a few dollars difference kind of deal. But once we sell them here, they are the same price as all of our 10-footers that are medium heavy, or even heavy are all priced at 750. So now when you go extra heavy, then that uses more thread, and they charge us a little bit more and stuff like that too. So also too the bigger reel seats and stuff like that. So it does change it up a little bit. Oh, skip. What's up, Curtis? Doing? Um, Trying to see all the comments come through. Oh, also, oh man, this yawning is annoying the hell out of me. I didn't get much sleep last night. Tossed and turned. So that really didn't help me much. Say, can I see the one you have available? Give me just a second, Tommy. Might need to take that off. Oh man, y'all got an ice storm going on? Jeez. Yeesh. Got caffeine chewing gum going on. There you go. Our drum rods are at least 8 and bait. Most charge 400 around here for a build. So they charge 400 in labor, or is that total rod and everything else? And also too, on those 8 and bait, how far are they casting? Are they getting a 100-yard cast out of it or less? 1 degree over freezing? Jesus. Been on a power generator for 45 minutes now. Wow. Labor and components, yep. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right, so that is the Team Hard Life rod, the 10-footer. That's the base. You got an ounce aluminum graphite mixture right there. And then there's the thread work on it. Actually, this is this. There you go. That way you can check out the colors all the way around. The guides. All right, so I'm assuming on those rods that you're talking about, those are the two-piece rods like HDX or the Italicanas and stuff like that. Because actually we sell those here for $269, and those are 13-foot and 14-foot rods. There's a HDX spinning right there, and that one is $269. You can also see that the different rod guide styles, you know, these are heavy duty, whereas those are, I mean, they're supposed to be heavy duty, but they're not, you know. That's for a spinning gear, and they're also made to be pulled away from the rod, not against the rod like these are. Yeah, rod components can, like, that guide alone would be $15, or that guide's only $3. So yeah, no, it does make a big difference. You know, the type of reel seats, you know, that you can use in comparison to, you know, some will be $7, and then you got $20. So yes, rod components can really elevate the price of your fishing rod for sure. So definitely, you know, wherever you're gonna go, make sure you know what you're getting into, because you may see a rod like the one I just showed you, the blue and green one, and you know somebody says, "Oh, I'll get it to you for $200," and then they bring it back and it looks nothing like that and stuff like that. So definitely do your homework on there and stuff like that. There's a lot of rod builders out there, but again, too. Another reason is this: that thread work on the base is, you know, it's more time put into the rods, and then other ones, like I said, the 269 one, there's nothing there. Plain Jane, you know, solid black wraps or decorative wrap. You know what I mean? And $200 for a light spinning rod. Eesh. Normally on like light rods like that and stuff like that, those can be done for like $75. But again, too, that was about 3 to 4 months ago. I know a lot of them are raised their prices, so it's probably $85 or $90 now. That's just labor. That's not including components. I have to kind of reiterate that, guys, because that's what can happen. Hey, doing, boss? I've got shrimp and fish bites, and I got shark bait.
Where's the shrimp at?
Frozen shrimp is in the freezer right there. They're sold in 1 pound bags already.
How much is a pound?
$6. How'd you find us?
Google.
Check out our YouTube channel. It's called Team Hard Life. We actually teach the best of knowledge and tactics on fishing. I'm actually live right now on the channel, so feel free to ask your questions. We designed it to be like that. So when customers come in, they can get the knowledge they need or want, and also too, you may ask a question that someone on the channel is afraid to ask.
What's the best fishing spots around here?
It depends what you want to catch.
I don't catch nothing too big. Like probably some.
So go freshwater fishing. Then.
No, I'm talking like.
So this is the way saltwater fishing works.
Yeah.
The fish don't care what you're wanting to do. If I've caught a shark on a piece of shrimp that big, I was going for pin perch so that way I could catch the redfish that were swimming by. A 5-foot shark decided to come and eat that little piece of shrimp.
Yeah.
So if you have a line in the water, fish are going to do whatever they're going to want to do.
Yeah.
Now the deal is too: are you prepared to catch that, or you're not prepared to catch that? So depending on the style of leader you choose to get, will either help you make that catch or not make that catch.
Y'all got drum out here?
We got drum, reds, shark, pompano, whiting, skipjack, perch, sheephead. Got everything. Now, if you fish in the surf or on the jetties, you open that door to pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Right now, if you fish, like say on Causeway Pier, there's drum, red, trout, flounder, stingray. There's buck sharks out there occasionally. We haven't seen one, in the last several trips or whatever. But it is saltwater. There are sharks.
Yeah.
Fish bites is also highly recommended.
That'll be enough.
Have y'all ever used the bait elastic? This stuff right here. What you do is when you put the shrimp on the hook, you peel it, and then you wrap this around it a whole bunch of times and keep it on the hook. So that way you can actually make that'll turn into like 6 pounds rather
Yeah,
than
let's
2
get one.
pounds. And what I can do is I'll help you set it up. Right here, just pull that back in there.
Well, gravity.
Yeah. Well, that's why I built this, so that way it stays pinned to you. That's that's a good thing that kind of happened, because when you're on the pier and you don't have this deal set up, you'll end up losing the whole thing in the water, and there's $7.25 gone.
Yeah.
So there's a little hole here, so that way you don't have to keep you don't have to keep reopening it. But also too, remember, once you break it off, open this up and then just put it back in there. And lock it in, so it don't keep feeding out. But keep this attached to your body or to your tackle bag. Normally in my videos, you'll see me walk up, I'll just pull the line and I'll start wrapping my bait, pop it and leave it there, and I go back to fishing. So, and then when you're done with it, do not throw this away. You just buy a new one that doesn't have it. Normally we have them just by themselves right there. And you just buy the replacement cartridge, put it back in here, and you keep fishing.
Oh, I love it. Great idea.
And then,
Card? So we're
yeah, the one that says, that's my YouTube channel. Oh, Team
Okay,
Martin.
cool. Thank you.
And feel free to ask your questions there. And you're at 24.68. But yeah, Causeway Pier is where I'll probably send you right now, because they've been catching slot fish and oversized fish using shrimp and fish bites.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
All right. And you're all good to go.
Thanks. Have a great weekend.
You too. Yes, sir. All right, I am back. Let's see. I build one for someone, tell them first if they wake up and realize I don't build cheese. Most of the time they walk away. That's how you get something pretty decent. Just try the rod in person first. That is a big one, yes. That one is a medium heavy rod right there for the FTU blank that we have up there. Well, let's see, most of the rod builds are 2 hours. Hard to actually get things done right when you're not there to put in time. Yep. That's another thing too. Not having direct communication with the rod builders and stuff like that too. Even for me as an owner, trying to communicate with these rod builders because a lot of them have full-time jobs. So some of them are on call 24 hours and they may work 3 to 4 days straight before they can actually get back to you kind of deal. So yeah. John, we used to have hats. We're trying to get back into that, but right now we're making it through the year because right now half the fishermen that were fishing, are now hunting. So we got to kind of wait for them to get done with their hunting before they come back, and we can start making more sales. And go, damn, they didn't crimp on either side. All right. But again, too, that's why when I'm at the counter, if you've ever purchased anything from me, you'll see that I'm at the counter and I'm inspecting everything. Because again, too, we are human. There's times when we build 1,000 liters in a day, we're bound to miss one or two. It's going to happen, guys. Now, my workers know this, and you can ask any one of them. If I tell them, hey, man, I just made all these liters, can you double check them before you hang up on the wall? I am dead serious on that. Like I tell them, I don't care if it's me handing it to you. At the end of the day, yes, I missed it, but I'm telling you to inspect it. And if it gets missed, then it's on you because you missed it. Like me, I know, yeah, I can go back and inspect it. But if I'm moving on to the next branch, then hey, man, you missed these and bring them back to me. I will correct it. No worries. I'd rather them find it than not find it than they go up on the wall and a customer find it kind of deal. So yeah. Um, Yeah, yeah. Spencer Wonder they have been fishing all over the world, tearing up some fish for sure too. So um, sometimes I wish I knew how to build rods so that way I can do it, get on it myself. But again, too, that's a lot of time when you sit there and you're trying to do that, trying to do this and everything else. It is extremely hard when you don't have a crew of people to help back you up on it and stuff like that. Um, And it's hundreds of 200. Yep, that is very true right there. Actually, I just shipped the rod to Toby, and it was 185. It was like 185 plus insurance on it, stuff like that too. So right at like $200. So ultralight 2 piece, 7.5 foot. I don't have any ultralight 2 pieces in house. No, I don't. I got them in 1 pieces. Think I might have them in 1 piece. I'd have to double check. Not too confident on that, but at 7.5 foot, I know I don't. So I want longer portal rods that aren't over length for shipping, and I think I know how to do it. Yep. No, actually, we're working on something like that. Locked up drag. We're looking to do heavier duty rods as well. Um, and we got something coming down the pipeline on that. As soon as we get the first one built and we start going to testing, we'll let y'all know for sure. Our catfishing leaders they start out at 879 for the double drop catfish, or you can use the redfish rigs, um, or the Jack Crevalle. I've used all three of them and I have caught catfish with them here. So it just means which line do you want to go with, either a double drop or 100-pound test or 130-pound test. So it all depends. Let's see. Yeah, yep, that fish like a 1 piece, yes. Uh, Which one do we like? I don't know what you mean by that one, Robert. Yes. Line cutters in the house. Actually, we got these day before yesterday, but I've been so busy right there that I hadn't even gotten a chance to get it undone. So, I like all three of them. I really do. Like if I'm out there fishing, I use all three leaders all the time. I don't have one that is my go-to only. I don't ever just hold myself to that kind of karma right there. So yeah. Oh, ooh, we got a full box. What? We got our drop lures back. Yes, yes, yes. So actually, since we're doing this, let's go ahead and go over here so I can stock the walls while I'm doing this. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. All right. Okay, so just a heads up, guys. I talked to the manager at the USPS store here locally. He did give us information on what's going on right now. Since over here locally, and this is what I kind of talked about last night, we shipped out a lot of reels on Monday and then again on Tuesday. But at the same time, 'tis the season for delayed shipping. So right now they don't have a um, electronic system to check in. Like when you go drop off boxes, they're all done by human. They're sorted out there where they need to go. They finally get checked in once they go through the system in San Antonio, and right now they are seriously backed up on a lot of gear. So they did say as soon as it goes through their system, they actually will have it checked in, and then you can actually check the updates on the tracking info that I have sent you. So right now that's where we're at on that. But oh man, yeah, that was really scary to me, guys, because again, that's a lot of money going out right there, and for us not to have an update on it was pretty scary. But we also learned too that if we uh, go and take it in person next time, but again too, it was a new guy working that day. I didn't have my normal guy here. He normally checks it, scans it all in real quick, and it's in the system. But because the new guy didn't do that, we don't have an update on it until it gets logged in over there on their system. So just a heads up there. But yeah, we've been sold out a lot of the line cutters right now. We've got a bunch of this in, so we are golden right here. So we got a lot of stocking stuffers, guys. So if y'all are ready, let us know. We'll definitely get it on there. But yes, our Trump lures are back, and I think we had them here. Don't remember. It's been a little bit. So. Scissors. Yeah, buddy. I need to go out there and use a Trump lure. I really do. I got to get that set up to get fish on it. Probably take it offshore. That'd be cool. We are looking at getting some more embroidered beanies and stuff like that here very, very soon. Um, it's been kind of a tackle to get all the gear and have everything for everybody's want, like say on the braided lines. I still got to order a bunch of the tight line braid as well. That has been another one that's been kind of hard to do on our end right there with all the amount of product trying to bring in and stuff. It's a ton of money, guys. It's a lot of money. So, go. And they got the rings. Go to Shark right there. Chartreuse, green. So the next batch I know that is coming in will have our logo on the items here. So stay tuned for that when that one comes back in again. And I make some crickets for you where I can use them. Um, Actually, on that, I would have to wait on that, Robert, because to be honest, I'll have to learn where I need to use those at first before I don't want to take a product and then it sit here and me not actually putting it to use. So give me a chance to do some homework and talk with some guys that can put me in line of where I need to be for that kind of product. So, all right. Why do I have two empty spots here? What am I missing? That or was that where these were? Yep, that's probably what it is. So, wasn't that? There we go. All right. So we're stocked back up, guys, with the line cutters. So those are the zipper ones. You got pink and black, orange in the chartreuse color, and the glow in the dark. Glow in the dark. And now these are the sticker ones, the mounts. That's what I have on the side of my spooling machine up there. And of course, the Trump lures. What? And then these are the attachables, so that way you can attach any one of these to it. Mainly those. And then, yeah, the glow in the dark for the actual ring cutter itself. And the dual hybrid micro scissors right there. We got 3 colors right there. Yes, sir. Excuse me. All right, let's see. Yep. Oh, let's see. And actually, real quick, while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and get online and see if any of those tracking infos have been updated since yesterday. Um, I still too, I need to know. It's something that, even though I ship it out and it should be like, I shouldn't have to think about it again. I worry about it until it actually gets to you. And then once you confirm it's good to go, then it's deleted off and then I'm good to go. So, yeah, always a good idea to wet your line, especially if it is a braided line and stuff like that. So, how you doing, boss? Doing all right? How can I help you? Roger that. You already know which ones you want? All right. Well, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, I don't doubt it, boss. I ran into quite a few of those over here, too. So, you ready?
Yes, sir.
That was quick. Be 34.50. Morning. Did you need your bag? No, I'm good. Thank you. Yeah, good on about 2. All right, let me see. I know this is one of the packages that has not been updated as of yesterday. I actually went through and I was trying to find out what's going on. Check them all real quick since I'm already here. So, the second smallest commits from my current selection, but never had any issues with draw from a dry line. Yeah. And actually, it's not even always just a bird's nest. It's also, too, as it's spooling off real fast, it builds up friction and it'll actually burn itself off and stuff like that, too. So, it sucks. Come on. There we go. Actually, I wet the outside line and I cast it and I got so deep into it that the line underneath it hadn't been touched, so it was dry, and so it forced the line to come forward, and when it went back it just burned it right off real quick like that because it got stuck. So yeah, I've had that happen, and when it does, you lose a lot. All right, that one's updated. All right, yes. So, and what's crazy is it says that it arrived in San Antonio on the 13th. That is crazy. Look, I'm gonna show y'all. It says the label was created on the 7th, but it didn't get to them until the 13th at 12:58 in the morning, which we know that's not right because they're not even open at that time. Wow. So, but yes, there we go. So it'll be there on Monday and by 9 p.m. Beautiful. Dusty, that's one of yours right there, boss. There you go. Yes. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, all right. Let's check another one real quick. That one was that. So let me check the other one. Copy that. Go here. Paste. Search. That one actually by Tuesday. Your next one will be on Tuesday there. And yeah, it said it was checked in on the 14th. So that just gives you an idea of how backed up they were, guys. So that's good. Thank God. Like that's what was killing me was because now they don't have any kind of information saying that they even had it in their possession. That was what was really scaring me was that there was no type of possession. Like I create the label and that's all it was saying, and that's what was really scaring me. So that one's good. Yes, good news, good news, good news. Now let me check Toby. Well, I'm gonna check Dusty's third box too, just to make sure. Oh, yes, thank you. No, that one is still not there yet. That's one package that it's not. Okay. Toby has that one. Oh, that one's right there. All right, so that's two confirmed. All right, so two are confirmed, two more are not confirmed. So we're still waiting on that. But all the rest had some kind of info on it. Or actually, three are not confirmed. One, two, three. No, it is two. Two and two, yes. Kind of a relief, because, that it shows that I gave them all of that. And what was crazier, and you know what? I'm going to double check that too, because I was like, man, well, I got to show proof that they got picked up. Like, how am I going to do that and stuff like that? So, let's see. Give me a second. What am I looking for? Forgot what I was looking for. What was I looking for? The video. Yes. For some reason, I went to go look at the timeline for Monday, and it wasn't showing me anything for that camera or any of the cameras at that time. So Monday. Yeah. I guess the internet was down or something like that during that time frame, and it's not giving me anything until almost 6 o'clock that night. That is crazy. Let's see. Let me double check another camera real quick. Yeah, same thing. Nothing till 6 o'clock. So that's what really, I don't know why that is like that, but it doesn't have nothing prior to that time period. Now, what's crazier too is it had the day before it had all the information up to midnight, but after midnight it changed to the new one and there was no information on there and stuff. So yeah, pretty crazy. All right, so we got some kind of updates there. It's a little better. For a 5600, I do 3 to 5 ounce depending on what you're fishing for. Yep. Yep. Lockup drag. How are you casting that 50 wide? What size of rod are you using for that? I've seen where a guy was casting out a 30 and a 50, but he had a short rod. It was only like a 5.5 foot or 6 foot rod. He wasn't throwing a real long rod on that. So. Wow. Okay. Hustle. Actually, I was working on a lot of that last night, but I'm not completely caught up on that. I got Daniel Garcia caught up last night, and yeah. Actually, I did Daniel and like 2 other people. Nick was another one. Let's see real quick. I also started working on whiskeys as well. Oh, I did. Oh, yeah, of course. I was live when I got those tickets for the lotto. I have not even pulled them out of my wallet to post that up, but I need to do that today here in a little bit. So I'm making notes what I got to get done. Lotto posted. Did it get one? Do you know? Let's see. Lotto. No, it did not get. It didn't get one, but I'm still gonna check it because if we have any kind of winnings on it, that'll really help. That's 1, 2. Who was asking? Hustle. Gamble. Um, editor. Balance. All right, got that. Yeah, no, that's definitely something else, and that's what when customers always ask me like, well, what size weight should I throw? I always tell them, what weight do you normally throw? You know what I mean? And so when you start figuring that out, then you can start trying to go a little heavier or even lighter to see which one works best. Yeah. So I can take about 40 pounds drag. They're European style catfish rods, not made for casting, but work decently. Um, How do you get store credit? Tommy Guns is through the fire drawings. I normally hold those on Tuesdays and Friday nights. Um, Last night it was $920 that got one. And what was crazier is the subscriber that drove in because I needed to spool up a couple of his reels. So he got into the fire drawing and he actually ended up winning. It was pretty insane. So that was pretty cool. He actually claimed uh, he's actually getting a long rod built, a 10-footer, and then he's also getting a shark rod built too because he's got previous other drawings and he still has a credit of like 500 and something dollars left over after everything was said and done. So, yeah. Yes, $10 entries when we do them. Now, the only other time that amount would change is when I do a flash fire drawing, and those are $5 buy-in. Um, and those are set up by the subscribers when they want to do it. Like El Gran Farmer's asking if we can do a flash fire. I just need 10 people willing to play, and I will do it. So if y'all have 10, if 10 people confirm on there that they want to play the flash fire, then I'll do it. But yeah, I normally, because it's a $5 buy-in, so at minimum, if there's 10 people, that's $50 up for grabs, and we can go from there. Now to the Christmas fund. Actually, Daniel Garcia actually bought in a bunch more, $80 worth more of people to get on there. However, I just checked right now and it all got deleted off of there. But because of Dusty's bright idea, he had a really good idea. He told me to do a Excel program, so I did that. So now we're sitting at $1,680 because every buy-in is $10. So we're at $1,680 for the fire drawing for on Monday. This one's a $10 buy-in. Now on this one, if y'all are just learning about the channel, that is for these prizes right there. We've got a jacked up Leatherworks. Hey, you know what? Maybe I need to spell that right. That's for a jacked up Leatherworks foldable credit card wallet. A Team Hard Life rod that was donated by uh, Team Hard Life member Carl. Give me a second. Let me fix that real quick. Mr. Carl Moon donated the rod blank, and here at Hard Lights Bait and Tackle, we're actually donating the parts and labor to get that one built as of right now. We got Cowboy Up Lures that has a bunch of lures that are up for grabs, so we got 2 spots for that. Kobe Alvarez donated $100 of his in-store credit here for somebody else. Big Fish Consulting's got a $500 in-store credit here. Whiskey Warrior has a $100 in-store credit, also donated. Dusty Arrington did $300. William Doty did a $100 in-store credit. El Gran Farmer has a 15-ounce, that should be OZ, double-stitched gun belt. And then Hurtin' for Sturgeon donated a brand new Pin Pursuit 8000. Daniel Garcia, who also won last night, donated a Lose Reel for this. And then Team Hard Life member Robert also donated a Go Fish camera. Yep. All right. So it looks like I got 1, 2, 3. Got 3 guys for the fire drawing. Let's see. Yep. And what we're going to do is we're going to put all these names into the name wheel generator. I'll kind of show y'all what it's going to look like. This is going to happen on Monday, guys. Monday afternoon after 6, we're going to start it. And this is to select the winners for the Christmas drawing. All monies will be donated to local families to help them out for the holidays. So name, wheel, generator. Go and get on here. Oh, there it is. That was the older one. We got to have another one. Let me add another one. It didn't have the Christmas one, so. God, that worked out beautifully, Dusty, for sure. All right, so the colors on this one. Appearance. Light. Take that off, take that. Okay. And then now we can replace all the names. Let's see. All right. Let's give it a second so I can upload. There you go. That's what our current wheel looks like. $1,680 is our pending balance right there. That's what the wheel looks like currently with all the names. We are going to do a spin on this. We're going to shuffle the names on there and stuff like that. So, and then the spin, we'll start spinning that. And yes, you can win multiple times on here, guys. So every time your name comes up, we will actually delete the name off and spin again for the next prizes, because we have 13 prizes up for grabs, guys. 13 winners will be selected. So. Antonio, I don't know if I will be able to break away. Um, I've got to catch up on a lot of this. I also have a lot of videos I got to get edited out and put out there. Um, is that the one? Hold on. No, that one's it. Yes. Yep, that's another one. Oh yeah, that's that drum. That one was crazy. I guess it's not on this one. It might be on that. I think it's on that camera right there that I'm actually on the videos with right now. So, yeah. Well, I wasn't there last night. I know the night before they started hitting. They were hitting during the day, and then it was dead for about 3 hours, and then right at about 10 o'clock is when it picked up again. And man, it really picked up. We landed 5 or 6 drum within about 20 to 30 minutes. They were hitting even on the side, around the like up the main way, around the corner, and on the side. So they were hitting pretty much all over. I'm pretty sure that they're still hitting, guys. They're finally getting where it needs to be and stuff like that. Let's see, what was something else I was looking at doing? I don't know. I'm getting pretty hangry here. I need to figure out what I'm going to do for lunch. I'd like to get on the Scapa and go get me some Chinese food. Oh, I got the tamales here. Never mind. Actually, we didn't get any hits on crab. They were hitting on the sea lice, shrimp, and fish bite mixtures. Yeah. Oh. And actually, real quick, since I can do this, let me since I got tamales, maybe we don't have to end the video, but y'all gonna see me eat some monster tamales. These are awesome. So definitely next time, I know Daniel Garcia is coming in. I'm gonna have to place him an order for some tamales because these are. A second here. Come on. Look how big these things are, guys. They are big. Like normally the ones you find around here, they're like this small. They're itty bitty like that. And they got meat in them. They got a lot of meat in them. Like I said, I was only able to eat like 4 of them. And just to give you an idea, like I'm not even kidding. That's in the plates that I normally use. And yeah, 4 of them right there on a plate. So cover it up real quick. And good flavor, good meat portion in there. Yes, sir. Do a 2-minute cook off right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what's crazy is too, because as soon as he said ketchup, I said, "You bringing tamales?" I don't know if anybody caught that last night when he asked me, and that was the first thing. Like it immediately came to mind. I'm just saying, like, yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. I'm cooking beef tongue for the first time, doing it nice. Oh yeah, that's good. Lengua. It's really, really good, man. Oh, that's good. I ain't had lengua in a while. Actually, the last time I had it, Jeff got it from a taco shop over here that actually makes a lengua guisada. Basically, what it means, it's got a gravy like the beef tips with gravy that is carne guisada. They made a lengua guisada. Yeah, yes, sir. It is. Mm-hmm. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. So 38 more seconds. 38 more seconds. Yep, yep. Shoot, then you also have like barbacoa where they do the beef cheeks and stuff like that too. And they mix up the cow tongue in there as well. So, yep, in a crock pot. Low and slow. It comes out super, super, super tender. Yep. Oh man, only if y'all could smell what Z-Man is cooking. Oh yeah, sir. Oh man. Dang, with bacon grease? That's so awesome. That is awesome. Hot. I'll take you a dozen of my tamales if you spool my reel. What kind of reel and what kind of tamales are we talking? Because I do have to admit, these tamales are in my like top 5 best tamales. And for me, you got to understand, top 5 is hard to get into. I've probably eaten 1,000 different types of tamales. One of the best ones I had was when they wrapped it up in a banana leaf, and they were literally this big, like this. And they were about that thick, and like literally, it was like eating a burrito, but it was a tamale. It was epic, epic. Access Tamales, and it's an Abu Garcia 7000. Are you supplying the line, or are we supplying the line? Mm-hmm. Got my ketchup. I think we can do that. I think we can do that. When you coming by? I've never had Access Tamales, so I'm definitely interested in that. Telling you guys, these are some big, big tamales. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's hitting the spot. All right, Tommy. Just call up here and make sure I'm here, because my manager probably won't know about this, and I could probably tell him and probably forget by that time. Hmm. And what I like about these, they're not all masa. They have a lot of meat in them. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that too. You know, when they're, you know, got more gut to them and just a little shorter. Oh, yeah. Oh, that one, like, that's insane. Thank you, Daniel. These are awesome. Mm-hmm. I was trying to watch my verbiage there, like real. Yep. Yes, sir. Very, very nice. Mm-mm-mm. Well, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna finish these over here. I'm just trying to enjoy it, man. They're really good, guys. So y'all have a blessed day. If I can go live a little bit later on, I'll go live. You know, we'll see what's up, guys. But if not, y'all get to fishing. Keep us informed. We'll see what's going on. We'll talk to y'all later.